What's up, guys? We're gonna be talking about the UFC 312 pay-per-view coming in at through the early prelims, all the way up to the main event of Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland. I'm gonna be giving you guys my predictions of the fight, how I think it's gonna happen, and who I think is gonna win. So let's go ahead and start from the very beginning. We got Hung Sung Park versus Two Men de Burrell. This is a flyweight bout. Almost 99% of the time, flyweights go by decision. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to the striker, Hung Sung Park. He's a South Korean striker coming in at age 29, 126 pounds. This dude is coming out of, he fights at about 135, but he's cutting weight 10 pounds to fight at this fight. They both fight at Orthodox. This dude does go for more takedowns than the striker Park, but I'm going to be giving it to Park. As you guys can see, Vegas is thinking he's going to win too, and I'm almost confident that this dude is going to squeak out a 3-round decision against my man over here. Now we got Sadiq versus Ginobili. Vegas also thinks this guy's going to win at negative 600 odds, and this dude's averaging 9 takedowns a fight. Pretty impressive to ask me. He's coming hot off the Dana White Contender Series from a split, I believe a decision. So, and he's fighting this guy who just lost in his last fight. This dude's 25 years old, hot prospect, Quillen Gadid. I'm giving it to this guy, man. I think it's gonna be a submission, second round for Ginobili. It's gonna be under 2.5 rounds. I'm giving it to this guy by submission. I'm calling in here, folks. He's gonna get it for sure. Now we got Rongzu. Rongzu versus Cody Steele. Cody Steele's coming hot, man. He's 29 years old. This is going to be a striker's paradise. I know Rongsu's over here. He averages 1.85 takedowns a fight with a 62% takedown average. But let's be honest, guys. This is going to be a striking battle with the lightweights. And the odds aren't out for this, but just by the eye test, by watching these fights, this dude got a second-round knockout in Dana White Contender Series. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean a lot for the most part. But Rongsu's coming off a disgusting TKO doctor stoppage in round 2 of the Burns vs. Brady card, which I saw, and I had Rongsu winning in that fight. So, I'm almost certain I'm riding with the hype train here, folks. I'm going with Cody Steele to beat Rongsu. I don't think Rongsu's that good, so I'm going with him. Oh, we got Jonathan McLeaf versus Kevin Jousset. Oh, this is going to be an interesting fight. This is probably going to be one of the best fights of the early prelims for sure. We have 7-1 John McKeith, averaging almost 5 takedowns a fight versus, Kevin Jousset. He's more of a striker. This is going to be an interesting fight because we got an Australian guy versus a Frenchman. He's 7-1. Oh, so let me tell you guys something, right? Usually when you find things like this, right, this guy is fighting in Orthodox, Kevin Jousset versus Jonathan fighting in Southpaw. So all I'm saying is most Orthodox fighters, speaking from experience, which I fight in Orthodox, it's hard. It's harder to fight somebody that is in Southpaw. You step on a lot of feet. I know these guys are professionals. I'm not saying it's going to be an issue, but it's definitely going to be an interesting fight. Now, he's coming in at a negative 239, 235 versus a plus 190. Now, we got to definitely put it in perception that this guy is probably going to try to squeak out he's going to sit on him, take him down over and over, try to go for a submission, Jonathan. But Kevin over here is probably going to strike it out. He's from City Kickboxing. He did get KO'd by Brian Battle in the Moicano Saint Denis card, which that was a beautiful KO by Brian Battle, one of my favorite early prospects of the UFC. But this guy's a striker. He does have a couple submission wins, as you guys can see. But, we got to really put in perspective here, okay? We really do. This guy, I can almost guarantee he's coming out of Combat 1 MMA. And, he has 2 submission wins. So, obviously, he's a sub-artist. So, this may be priced incorrectly. Because, we have this wrestler right here, right? So, the only way this dude wins, right, is if he takes down Kevin. Which Kevin, if you guys can look, his takedown defense, it's probably pretty solid. Let's see, if we go look at our, his last fight against Brian Battle, which Brian Battle is no, Like, we're just gonna see. Okay, hold on. Where did I pass it up? Was it? Here we go. So, you know, Brian Battle went for 3 takedowns, missed all of them. Kevin went for 2 takedowns, missed them. So there really was no control time. It was more of a striker's chance. And Brian Battle was favored in that fight. So I think that, man, I'm going to be honest, bro. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's a striker versus more of a wrestler. And in today's UFC, like very recently, you know, the wrestlers have been getting it done. But in the terms of this, you know, he's priced at negative 235. And he does average, a little bit of takedowns. But the only way this guy wins is if he subs him or, sits on him for 3 rounds. I mean, he could strike with him. I'm not saying he's not going to strike with him. But that's just how I see it's going to work. Just by his fighting history. Look, it's like, I mean, if you look at it, bro, it's all submissions. I mean, he had a few early round, but that's what he is. He's a submission artist. That's what he does. It's a southpaw submission artist. So it's definitely going to be hard for Kevin to fight him, or harder with him being a southpaw. So I would sprinkle a little bit on this guy to get a second round or just a submission in general. But I think Kevin definitely points him out. And I'm smelling decision win. Kevin just said, he points it out. Now, this is one of my most interesting fights, to be honest. They don't really have stats, but we have Topuria's brother, Alec. And, Topuria's brother hasn't really fought anybody that good, okay? Like, these are pretty much all cans, to be honest. I mean, he did get knocked out damn near 10 years ago. He hasn't really fought that much. These are not very high-level guys. But he's coming in at, what does it say, bantamweight versus Cody Thickness. And Cody, on the other hand, right, Cody has been fighting some pretty good guys, okay? Like, these guys, to me, on paper, look like way better talent than who Topuria has been fighting, okay? But I'm going to have to be honest, man. Dana White, he's 29 years old, Topuria's brother. Why would you not want to have another Topuria brother out there dominating in the bantamweight division? Like, that would be crazy. But this one's hard to call. I think this one does not go the distance. I think that Topuria, just because this is more of a shot in the dark and not really a good estimate. It's more just me giving a guess. I think Topuria's brother goes for second round KO and knocks out Kobe Thickness and gets boosted up in the rankings eventually. Okay, we made it this far, and me personally, I don't like women's MMA anymore, just because of the lack of finishes. But Wayne Kong, man, Wayne Kong was like a negative 2,000 favorite against Gabrielle Fernandez, bro, and she got submitted in the second round. Whew, she was talking so much smack. Wayne Kong, the Joker. She had the Joker mask. She was just talking crazy, and she's good. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. She's phenomenal, but she did not look good. Again in that fight at all. Now you got Bruna Basili coming out of Brazil. She's 10-4. She's at priced at 375. She's fighting out of the fighting nerds. So, to be honest, guys, she beat Molly McCann, which this right here was an upset by far. Molly McCann, I watched this fight, and Molly McCann lost people so much money. Molly McCann was a heavy favorite in that fight, and she lost. Look, I'm going to show you guys right here. I want you guys to believe me. This was one of the... I don't follow picks by women UFC, like fights. I just don't do it. But look, let me show you guys. So, where is it at? She was a negative 360 against Bruna Basili, bro. And she got striked out by decision. 27-30, 27-30, 20-29. This girl lost people. I mean, gained people a lot of money, but she lost people a lot of money too. And the hype of the fighting nerds, bro, honestly, I might sprinkle just a little bit, bro, on Bruna Basili, bro. Just because, first off, the fighting nerds have been on a streak lately Wayne Kong got kind of fraud checked, to be honest. Like, she got, I don't know, she's just too cocky. It didn't work. So, my personal throw in the dart pick, I'm going with Bruna Basili. All right, I think she's gonna win this by decision. She may not be as good as Wayne Kong, but Wayne Kong is definitely, she needs to humble herself a little bit. Now, this is a fight that I like. I love me Tom Nolan. You know, he's coming in a stout 6'3" over Borshev, coming out of Russia. So, this dude's a Russian fighter, right? Normally, hey, if their name isn't V, they take you down, they wrestle you, right? But no, this dude's a striker. Vyshev. So, as we see, again, we have a Southpaw versus Orthodox, and this is basically a pick'em. Now, obviously, you know, if you really look at it, Tom Nolan is favorited, right? He's age 24 with a 4-inch reach advantage. And, you know, he averages more significant strikes. But this is going to be a brawl. It's going to be a damn near, it's going to be a striking slobber knocker. You know, he beat Alex Reyes. He beat Victor Martinez by knockout. I watched both of those fights. I remember this fight. I had Tom Nolan winning that one. I think I'm going to go with, you know, even though he's at plus 115, I'm going with Tom Nolan himself. Now, this dude's no slouch either, okay? Look, you know, he got a split decision against James Top, but he lost to Chase Hooper. You know, he drew against Nazem. He lost to Mike Davis. Like, Mike Davis is a damn wrestler, bro. Mike Davis is a wrestler, man. And you lost to him, bro. Like, not the brightest hour, okay? All right. Now, I don't know how. Let me see. Let me see something. Because Mike Davis, yeah, okay. Yeah, you got outstroked by Mike Davis, bro. I'll be honest, yeah, I watched Mike Davis' last fight. You know, he didn't look that good, bro, against Saeem. I mean, he has his name in these crazy-ass submissions. Like, I'm talking about, it looked like his legs were going to snap, but his legs are made of rubber. But anyway, he's no slouch. I like Mike Davis. Don't get me wrong. But, you got outstruck by him, bro. And Mike Davis is more of a wrestler. And, man, I'll be honest here, bro. I'm serious. I'm going with underdog in this one, man. I really think that Tom Nolan gets this out. He's going to KO second round Borshev. He's going to KO him second round for sure. All right, we got Jack Jenkins. This is another favorite that I like. I love me Jack Jenkins. Jack Jenkins is a funny guy versus Gabriel Santos. You know, these guys are fighting out of the featherweight division at 145 pounds. You know, Jack Jenkins is having a disadvantage here with a 2 reach disadvantage and a 2 inches disadvantage. But going with my heart here, man, I think Jack Jenkins gets it done. I love Jack Jenkins. You know, he knocked out Herbert Burns, Gilbert Burns' brother. He knocked him out. He lost to Chepe, which I had a pick on that too. But I really think, you know, Jack Jenkins is fire. All right. He's fire. I'm really going with Tom Nolan, Jack Jenkins parlay for sure. Now, Gabriel, he's good, right? I watched this fight too. He beat Yuza. This card actually featured a lot of Chinese losers, like, you know, Rongzhu and Yiza. Both of them lost, so it was actually pretty interesting to keep it a buck. But yeah, hold on. Where am I? Oh, here we go. Wait, no? Oh, here we go. Yeah. So, obviously, he was a favorite against Yiza, a negative 270 favorite. He outstruck him. He, you know, obviously got a knockdown against him. But, I don't know, man. I'm really feeling that, you know, Jack Jenkins is going to get it done. I'm just feeling it. It's just in my heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm slamming the money line. Plus 190, Jack Jenkins gets it done. Okay, we got Jake Matthews. So this is another guy that I watched recently from the Dana White Center Series. Jake Matthews, you know, 30-year-old, the Celtic kid. He was nice, man. He's been in the UFC for a while. Actually, the wrong guy. It's not Jake Matthews. But Jake Matthews just fought in his last fight. He bought Michael Morelos and Phil Rowe. And he definitely disappointed me in the Michael Morelos fight. You know, believe he lost by decision, but this dude was good. All right, I like Jake Matthews. He won a decision over Phil Rowe in June of last year on the Poirier Matthew card, and that's who I had winning. That was actually one of my locks, and he's heavily favored against Francisco Prado. Now, obviously, this is an 8-year age difference, a 4-inch reach advantage, and Jake Matthews does go for the occasional takedown. This dude's more of a striker. Doesn't really have much stats on him, but this dude fought okay. So this dude fought Daniel Zubier, which I really enjoy this dude too. That was a good fight right here. Ribovic versus Zubier, very good fight. But yeah, okay. So he fought Jamie Malarkey too. Okay, interesting. So for this fight, man, I'm going with Jake Matthews. I think Jake Matthews gets it done. I say Jake Matthews by decision. I'm going with that one for sure. All right. Now we got Jimmy Crute versus Rafael Baladio. Okay, so I really enjoy Jimmy Crute. Jimmy Crute is probably one of my favorite youngish fighters. He's 20 years old. He's coming off a disgusting 4-fight losing streak. He had a TKO doctor stoppage against Anthony Smith. Oh God, that was pretty bad. Then he got knocked out by Jamal Hill. Fought Alonzo Minfield twice by a draw and then a submission. Man, these dudes has fought a bunch of killers, though. We gotta think about it. Well, we have to put it in perspective, okay? This dude's coming in the UFC. He gets a knockdown over Chris Butcher. He submits Paul Craig, okay? That's impressive. He knocks out Sam Alvey. Not really that impressive. Submits Michael Ilovic. But these are very these guys are good. Now Alonzo, on the other hand, he's good himself. He got knocked out, back-to-back fights, but he was fighting pretty decent players. But anyway, I really enjoy a Jimmy Crute fight, to be honest with you. He's a very entertaining fighter. But we have him versus Rodolfo Baladio. So this guy, he got a knockout in his Dana White Contender Series, but this dude really hasn't fought that good at people. He got knocked out by Vitor Petrino, which this dude lost to Anthony Smith too. He actually lost to him twice, which is very interesting. But these guys, because they're so new to UFC at 20 years old, Ihor, this dude just got released. He's garbage. He's not a good guy. He's a can. So, just off the fate of my teeth, I'm going with Jimmy Crute again, man. I swear, bro. I think I'm going for him. Even though he's at plus 140, I just can smell it. I think he's going to go it. So we got Justin Taffa, bro. I hate the Taffa brothers. I think they both suck. They're just blobs. I'm not a fan. Okay? They lose in disgusting manners. I mean, they barely punch people, and I'm not a fan. Okay? I'm not a fan. I think they're boring. Just not a fan at all. We have Teixeira. So this dude is coming off hot. Dana White Contender Series, I think, just off the skin of my teeth, bro, I think that, Teixeira beats Justin Taffa. All right? I think he goes for a third round submission against Justin Taffa. Justin Taffa is just not good. You get him on the ground, he can't really do shit. I'm going with Teixeira. All right, I don't really like women's MMA, to be honest, but Zhang Weili is probably damn near the best women's fighter. That's a lighter weight, besides Amanda Nunes and stuff. She's great. At 115 pounds, straw weight, she's damn near unbeatable, okay? I know that she's lost before. Obviously, she has 3 losses, She lost to Rose, 4 years ago. But ever since then, bro, she's been on a tear, okay? She has been on a tear. And if you're getting her at even money, bro, I'm slamming money on this fight. Easily Zhang Weili. Zhang Weili, even at 35 years old, I understand, there's this whole thing of, champions under 150 pounds. Once they hit 35, they're not going to win. So that's probably why she's at even money. But, bro, she's 34, okay? Tatiana Suarez, but, Zhang Weili, bro, is her, bro. I promise you, bro. She's like the Volkanovski Like, I know she beat Jessica Andrade and Nina Nuez and Alexa Grasso. Like, I get it. I understand. She has some hype behind her. Tatiana. I get it. Shit. You know, that's why it's odd like that. But me personally, bro, I'm going Zhang Weili. I think Zhang Weili stops this 11-0 hype train, and I think she does it. All right. Zhang Weili is damn near the Volkanovski, like I said, of the women's strawweight division. Like, she is good. Now, oh yeah, hold up. How do I think this fight's gonna go? So this is gonna be a 5-round fight, title fight. I'm going Wang Zhili decision, 5-round decision. It's gonna be 3-2. I give Tatiana like the first round and the third round, but I think Zhang Weili pulls it out with the second, fourth, and fifth. Okay, now we're on to the main event. We got Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland. We got Mr. Kick Teep Show, Loudmouth, Sean Strickland. I love him. He's great. I love Sean Strickland. But I think that Dricus looked amazing. Okay? He looked great in his last match against Izzy. Okay? He looked amazing. Alright? He submitted Izzy, which, goddamn, if you really think about it, bro, Izzy's pretty much cooked. He can't wrestle. His chin's gone. Whew. I don't know, man. That's tough. But, you know, Dricus' wrestling and grappling skills are damn near next level, okay? He might be the best wrestler combo with this strike, unorthodox striking with in that division. Because, like, he was beating BJJ black belts, you know, in jiu-jitsu. He's beating him over and over and over again. But you have Strickland. Strickland is hard to take down, okay? He's not easy. And if you do take him down, you know, he gets right back up. Like, if you go to their original fight, right? If you go into their original fight, oh, not that one. If you go into their original fight, you know, it was a split decision. If you look at it, Dricus had 6 takedowns, but only 2 minutes of control time. Like, it wasn't that much. Like, he was getting him down, but, like, Strickland was getting right back up. Now, obviously, if you look at this, you could say that Strickland could have won based on the strikes, the head strikes. You know, Strickland is one of them, like, he doesn't throw hard-hitting punches. Like, obviously, if you look at Dricus' face, you know, he was messed up. But, like, I don't see Strickland, like, knocking him out. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's going to definitely go into a submission wrestling key. I mean, he could rock him, you know, like how he did Izzy. But he didn't even finish Izzy at that point, you know, Strickland. So, I really don't think, you know, Strickland really doesn't have that many KO wins in, like, the last while. I mean, he did beat Abbas Magomedov second round, but, like actual comp, nah, you don't really hit that hard. So, you know, he went to a split decision against Paulo Costa, which whoever gave Paulo Costa that round is fucking crazy. But, like I said, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I'm keeping 1,000. I think Dricus, look, I mean, Vegas knows, you know, they were just dead even in their last fight. But I'm going Dricus. Sub, round 4. Round 4, Dricus sub, Strickland. He submits Strickland. Because first off, you know, I just think Strickland's game plan, obviously, he needs to be training wrestling. Because Dricus is going to, I mean, they even admitted it. Like, Strickland's like, hey, Dricus, how about you just stand and bang the whole fight? Dricus is like, no, I'm going to do what it takes to win. So, in that case, he's going for takedowns, and Strickland better be training his wrestling. Yeah, I'm going round 4 submission. Dricus du Plessis. He's going to stay the champion. And we're going to be seeing Khamzat versus Dricus, which Khamzat should be facing the winner of these two. If Strickland wins, Khamzat eats him in the second round. If he fights Dricus, it's going to be a closer fight, but I believe Khamzat beats Dricus again. But all I'm saying is, if Strickland somehow beats Dricus du Plessis by decision, and Khamzat comes in here, he's taking Strickland to the ground. He's subbing him in the first 2 rounds. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Khamzat is beating him in the first 2 rounds. Strickland by far easy. But all right, that wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be leaving, you know, the name of the fighter, how they're gonna win, and what round they're going to win in the description down below if you just feel like reading it. But if you made it this far, make sure to like the video and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. And let me know who you guys think is going to win. Peace out.